Hello, coworkers. Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing so far this week? Also, thank you for your patience, and also sorry for the sudden cancellation of last week. I know we went to stream this game last Thursday, but stuff came up. My summer schedule is still a little erratic, so like this week I've got stuff to do on Thursday again, so it is this stream that we have on Tuesday for the week. Hi, medic. What a week. Lads drama you keep getting sucked into. You're probably seeing it across your timeline quite a bit. I still see a bunch of lads that's just happening. I'm not even in the lads fandom really, but no, because of otome interest and whatnot, I've been seeing a lot of news about it. Doesn't seem like there's been any improvement so far though, which is unfortunate. Sparkling Star is releasing more characters. I love it, Liz. Rize. I think like what they just recently showed the Beauty and the Beast group, which I was actually surprised. I still can't tell who the red guy is. I'm like, is he supposed to be Gaston? He kind of seems like he'd be Gaston, but at the same time, he's also not Gaston. Like I don't know. It's I can't fully tell. He's got some aspects of it, but not fully. Infinity Nikki is releasing a lion. Like a whole animal? Is it like, does Infinity Nikki have pets, or is it more like a skin or something? Hope the week went okay though. Yeah, so far my week has been pretty decent. I mean, it's only a Tuesday, but last week was good. I just had to do some errands for my family, and so I had to just like postpone things to today. The lads team canceled their event at the con. Oh yeah, it was Billy World, I believe. Yeah, they had to cancel their Billy World appearance, but Silent Whispers of course had the whole yeah, they had their cosplayers. I will be honest with you, I think the cosplayers look more attractive than the actual guys in the game. From what I saw, I was like, oh, like they look really nice. I feel like they somehow look even better than the actual game counterpart. I was ready to ignore lads after the Valkyrie announcement, but the four-eared man is now my business. I want them to bring Valkyrie back. Just because I'm like, this whole thing was just so blown out of proportion. I feel like if they do not bring him back, lads is not gonna have much of a future. Personally, that's what I think. Also, the lion is a mount. Okay, it's a mount. Okay, I didn't realize they have mounts in Infinity Nikki. I'm pretty sure last time I heard about mounts was in like Final Fantasy XIV Online. I think they have mounts in that one, right? But I didn't realize. I mean, I don't play Infinity Nikki, so I just see like occasional gameplay of it. So I didn't even realize they had mounts in there. I'm sure about the third announced member of the Beauty and the Beast group. Maybe here's Rose, but he seems Gaston. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if he's Gaston, if he's a Rose, if he's a combination of Gaston and a Rose. It's kind of like, you know, back when Jack was announced in Savannah Claw. We're like, who's Jack? Who is Jack based off of in Savannah Claw? It's kind of like that. I'm like, is he the Rose? He's Gaston? I'm assuming. Maybe he's just a mixture. But whoever the guy is that's supposed to be the Beast, he looks pretty good. I mean, they're all pretty boys, but I know the Beauty and the Beast group. I mean, they look pretty nice so far. I mean, they're the third group that's been showcased, right? So I was really neutral on like Upbeat, the Mickey Mouse gang or whatever. Like I didn't really think much about them. They're really generic. I did like the the Monsters Inc. group. I'm like, okay, you know what? I can kind of dig the style of Amazing. Beauty and the Beast, I'm like, they look nice. They're okay. I still think the Monsters Inc. one has like more of an impact for me personally. But Beauty and the Beast crew, I'm like, okay, you know, I like their clothing so far. I'd be curious too. This is like you know, an idol game, what their voices will be like. Yeah, but I'm still very curious on the rest of whatever groups still have. Yeah, I think Falco basically broke the game. It's nuts. It has a unicorn mount. Oh, but everyone likes lion now. Maybe you should just come with more mounts. Maybe you should have a dragon one too. Have a mount for like all sorts of creatures. But oh, speaking of dragon mounts, today's game we're gonna be playing is Dearest Darling Dragon. So this was one I found. Actually, I originally found this off of itch.io, but they had like version that you can wishlist on. And I was like, oh, I was looking, I saw it, I was like, oh, it's like it looks like a cute little, like cozy game to play. So I figured to give it a try and see what this is. I'm assuming we are basically going to be raising dragons. Well, I assume. Seems I'm lagging again. YouTube's really bad about this. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I wonder if like how many other people have the same problem with the lag on YouTube. What's a new game here? Ring, ring, ring. The phone is ringing. Aren't you going to pick it up? I guess so. From unknown caller. Usually I would decline. I guess you're better judgment. You accept the call. I like the second and third groups from SLS more than Upbeats. Yeah, I feel like Upbeats was just really like the most generic they could have gone. Amazing, I'm like, okay, you know, we're kind of getting there in terms of like character designs. Beauty and Beast, I'm like, you know what, not bad, because I feel like one of the things I like is that, especially if you're going to design characters based off an existing character or motif, then, you know, I want to be able to look at these characters and be like, oh, they're that person, you know? Like, for Amazing, the kid that has like the low sharp teeth and the bang covering one eye, I'm like, okay, I look at him and I'm like, yeah, you know, I can kind of see Mike Wazowski in that, you know. Sully, I was kind of expecting Sully to be like a little bit more like built, you know, with his like hair maybe or clothes being more blue. So Sully, I'm like, I can kind of see it, not as strong as Mike. And then the slug lady, was it Rosa, the slug lady? I'm like, okay, he's got the blonde hair and like her glasses. So I'm like, I can see those traits. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can tell. Like, all right, this would be Rosa. This is Mike. I would have not be able to tell the guy in Upbeats is Mickey. If he'd be like, this is Mickey, I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to. I can't really see it. You know, Donald kind of looks too closest, but he's Goofy just doesn't give me Goofy vibes, and same with, you know, Mickey. And for Beauty and Beast, I'm like, the guy who's supposed to be Beast, I'm like, you know, maybe. Belle, I think it's because like he's wearing more blue than yellow. I don't really see it right away. It's I mean, I can't help but compare it to Twist, right? Because Twist has such strong character designs for most of them, you know. It's kind of like when you see, for example, like Gaston, like Vargas Sensei in Twist, you're like, oh yeah, you look at Vargas and you go, yep, I can see Gaston. Like I can see it. they, you know, with some of the characters, you can kind of tell right away in twists. But for Sparklings, I feel like it takes a little longer. You're like, who are you? So far, Sully, Rose, and Belle, Adam are my favorite. I say Belle, Adam because you see Belle, but he has Adam's eyes. Yeah, I feel like they kind of have a mix and match of traits, like among the characters. So I'm like, you can like, Belle or Adam, it could be your love child, right? It looks like a combination of the two designs. And along with like, yeah, the blue that comes from Beast's like the clothing. But then he's got like the brown hair that Belle has. Yeah, I don't know who Red Guy is. Cause I look at Vargas and I'm like, yeah, that's Gaston. But I look at this guy, I'm like, I can't tell. Are you the Rose? Or are you Gaston? It doesn't give off the same vibe. You go with Love Child. And he looks like a combination of both. I potentially. So I'm like, I wonder if it's gonna be like some BL in there, because I'm like, if you have Gaston, the Beast, and Belle all in like the same group, I'm like, are we gonna go the BL route, or are they gonna pull the actually their siblings card? I can see him going either way. Oh, who's this unknown caller? Hello there. Ya wouldn't happen to know where Mark Angel is, would ya? We got a lot of questions for him. He ain't around, is he? Another one of those shit gang's loan sharks chasing after my deadbeat dad. I can't help but rage, or I feel calm. I feel calm. Calm in the face of this. Cool and collected, you answer in monotone. No, he's not around. Please don't call this number again. With a heavy sigh, you carefully place your phone down before covering your eyes with your hand. After a moment, you're fine again. Did that seem like an overreaction? But you dealt with debt collectors your entire life. That shitty gambler father of yours, oof. The mother that ran off before you had any self-awareness as a toddler. All the unreliable adults in your life led you to become an expert at fending for yourself. Oh wow, okay, we stepping in. The hard knock life. Yet, somehow you decided to major in early education for Divine Beast. They told me there was absolute job security in this role. They said Divine Beast educators were in high demand, that my future would be guaranteed. They lied. They're all goddamn liars. You should have known not to trust anyone from the start. Sure enough, the only person you can rely on is yourself. After all this time, it finally came, huh? Congratulations on getting your license for Divine Beast early education. Oh, that's us. But that's us. Divine Beast Educate. Where to go? In the city of New Wise, in the state of Greater Dragonia. Hooray, we're licensed. Well, at least they got my name right. I like the awkward smile. Cherry on top. Carefully storing your license in your wallet, you start your job search one more time. 5 months later. It was pointless. The 5 months you spent looking for a job with your license were just as fruitless as the months before you had your license. Having the certification in hand doesn't even matter if you never get a call back. I can't even get a dang interview. Oof. Oof. It's hitting too close to home. Ooh man, no. This is hashtag too relatable. And we're hitting some... This is way too close. Wish. Oh no. Your eyes bulge as you stare down your left foot in trepidation. You knew you had shit luck, but this might be a little too literal. No! Russell. I'm crying out loud. Looking down your right foot, you heave a sigh of relief. It seems you stepped on a sack of soggy newspapers with your other foot. Bending down to pick it up, one of the articles catches your eye. Breaking news. Battle for the city continues. Breaking news! 2 dragons, identified as a high-caliber Aldebragon and an unknown type Eastern Dragon, wreaked havoc across the city on Saturday evening. Destroyed multiple office buildings, and collapsing on the 888 freeway overpass at Westar Verdiga. This comes as the 3rd incident in a string of conflicts regarding ancient dragon territory ownership. When asked about the escalating tensions between dragonkind, Mr. E responded, no comment. Guess I better not take that overpass. And again, I don't even own a car. Problem solved. Don't you hate it when like the Western Eastern dragons start breaking out in fights in your city? Damn. That sucks. Could dragon eggs be the next big thing? Move aside, mermaid flesh. Dragon eggs are in vogue. Notorious for going decades unfertilized, dragon eggs have become the next topic of study by a group of clinical scientists who allege their ability to prolong life surpasses even that of mermaid flesh. Due to these claims, several unscrupulous individuals have been targeting dragon eggs to sell on the black market. Researchers condemn this illegal behavior, stating their effects on immortality must be studied in a sustainable and ethical way. Despite all the sudden interest in dragon eggs, mermaid flesh is still the hottest commodity on the medical supply market. I feel bad for all the mermaids that have died for science. Where are they finding these mermaids from? They're going in the sea and just like fishing them up? When I think back to all the plasma I've donated for money, I guess we're not so different after all. Oof. So mermaids exist, dragons exist, though unfortunate about the mermaid situation. Help wanted! Looking for a divine beast educator for Princess Petra's Academy for Young Divine Beasts. Licensed early educators welcome to apply. Now accepting applications by phone. Ooh. Huh, this is new. I thought I applied to every open position within a 50-mile radius. This has to be a sign. Make a mental note of the phone number before using the soggy job ad from your from your right shoe to wipe the poop from your left shoe. Ew. Today is the day. Calling the number from the help wanted ad actually resulted in an interview. Today is the day I'm finally gonna get a job. No more debts. Oh my god, look at that rainbow. Princess Petra's Academy. I almost it almost looks like a pride banner for young divine beasts. Sounds like a tale of Yao Bikuni. Oh yeah, she ate mermaid flesh and lived to be 800 years old. Yeah, I feel like mermaids would have like a overfishing population, you know, if we try to keep going after their flesh. No more collecting recycling to pay for a convenience store rice ball. No more leaky ceiling. Well, you probably aren't going to make enough to move, but a job! As you approach the academy gates, the distinctive smell of cigarettes wafts past your nose. Smoking? Outside a nursery? Bad. That's our culprit. Smoking man. CG is placeholder, not final artwork. Smoking right outside in front of all the divine beasts? What? What are you staring at? I'm here for the job interview. Smoking in front of a nursery? Can divine beasts get secondhand lung disease? Yeah. Even though greedy humans, they're natural predators. That's true. In the ocean. I think about like, you know, like shark, when you like farm shark fin, for example. Smoking in front of babies, yeah. Boo. I mean, I'm here for a job interview. Languidly putting his cigarette out on the pavement, the man flicks it away. You must be the new hire. Not wasting my time and come in. Well, ain't he a bottle of sunshine? Following the grouchy smoking man inside, you're relieved to see a teacher's room coming into sight. Thankfully, the occupants seem friendly. Welcome! I'm Sarah, who you spoke with over the phone. It's so great to see you. Did you get a copy of my license? And did you have any questions for me before? You saw the help wanted ad? That old geezer's plan actually worked. Lanny, it's so good of you to join us. You have a copy of the ad? I want to see it. No, I must have misplaced it. You sweat, recalling the way it was sacrificed to save your shoe. You hire instead of interviewee. Well, to start, yeah, wait, I thought we were going for an interview, but we already been like promoted to a hire. Yeah, I'd be happy too if I could just skip the interview. But at the same time, at this point, if you walk into any place and they hire you on the spot that's not like retail, it seems so suspicious. That's totally fine. Can I see your license? I'd just like to verify in person. You hand the license to Sarah, who turns it this way and that to verify the anti-forgery watermarks. That's so funny. That's like almost implying that there's like people out there who are forgery on their license for divine beast handling. Oh, we hate interviews so much. Yeah, interviews suck. I also hate technical exams too, that I do sometimes for interviews. If I'm correct, you're a human, right? That's right. Nice! I'm a golden retriever divine beast, and the dean of the academy is a dragon. I promise you that he's not involved in any of the recent territory battle stuff. Satisfied with her inspection, Sarah flashes you a reassuring smile and returns your license to you. The one in the newspaper? Yes, exactly. That unknown dragon is wreaking havoc on the city. Unknown my ass. Lanny. Or Laney. Shrugging, Laney shoves both hands in his pockets with a tch. The dean is like 1,000 years old, so it's obvious he doesn't give a shit about the younger dragons fighting. I'm far too fussy for the fights of youth, I'm afraid. Don't say that, Dean. At least you're alive and kicking. Ho ho ho. Laney shifts uncomfortably, muttering something under his breath. I just realized their apron, they've got like this happy face on it that just makes me think of, what is it, Koro sensei from Assassination Classroom? Maybe it's all a ruse, you know? Maybe we're not handling or raising divine beasts. Maybe we're raising them to be weapons. Anyways, welcome. As I said, I'm Sarah, this is the dean, and I'm sure you've had the pleasure of meeting Laney. I hope we get along. So, I'm hired? Sarah turns to the dean, who gives a single heavy nod. You got the job! Congratulations! Wow, that was easy. Didn't even do a background check, no police record, no, vaccinations needed. Do I need to get a flu shot before I start working with these divine beasts? Nothing? None of that? Makes me think of Walmart. Like the Walmart aprons. That's it. Are we seriously gonna hire this person based on vibes alone? This is bullshit. Laney! Sarah gives Laney a reproachful look before dismissing his comments with a wave. Welcome aboard! At the sound of the bell, Sarah glances up at the office clock. Sir, you gotta run. The dean also seems to have left at some point, his departure just as silent as his initial appearance. leaving only you and your smoking co-worker behind. What was his name again? Larry? Laney? Clancy? Laney? So the Dean is a dragon, Sarah is a golden retriever, and you... Are you a human like me, Laney? Human, huh? That's racist. Wow. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to assume. I'm half mermaid and half minotaur. Huh. How did that work? Half mermaid, half minotaur. Oh, okay. That's certainly, quite a combination. I'm curious how that worked out. As you can see, I got the human half of both. Anyways, you better mind your own business while you're here. Don't go snooping around. Stirring up shit. Take a step forward. Laney uses the slight advantage he has in height to look down at you. I mean it. What the heck's your problem, Laney? Jeez. What is his damage? What the heck's your problem? Sorry for getting your race wrong, but that doesn't mean you can treat me like this. Just keep your distance, and I'll keep mine. Disdaining to answer further, Laney shakes his head before leaving the room. What is wrong with that guy? Honestly. What is his beef with us? What's his damage? Greeks, don't ask. Yes. It's like trying to think on how Greek mythology works. Not really knowing where to go next, you wander your way to the children's classroom. Hey! You found your way around! Dodging an excited bird beast zooming around the classroom and trying to gently shake a clingy panda beast off her right leg, Sarah cracks an exhausted smile. I know we still have a lot to talk about, but you're a licensed educator yourself. I'm sure you have some lesson plans handy from your time in college or something. Anything, please help me. To start with, you think you'll look after Foxina? Sure, I'll give it a try. Great! Let me know if you have any questions. Aww, your first ward, Foxina, the yellow fox beast. You look like a Pokemon. I'm trying to remember that specific type of Pokemon, but it looks like a Pokemon. Some sort, I don't remember. Some fox Pokemon. I think they were like red or white. To raise your divine beast, select 6 early education classes at the beginning of the week. All classes raise stats, but they have varying impacts on mood. Watch your ward's mood. If mood gets too low, you will fast track your way to getting fired. Don't get fired! Okay. That's a clear goal. You can't just tell Divine Beast to look like a Pokemon. But they do! This is totally a Pokemon I'm looking at right now. Oh, scheduler. You mean Fennekin? Oh, is it? Hold on, it may be a... Fennekin. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I'm like, wait a minute. It looks like a Fennekin. It kinda does. Maybe it's the low snout nose. Fennekin's cute. Okay, what we have? Baby math, reading time, physical education, art class, ethics and morality, playtime. Why is math baby math, but then you have a whole course on ethics and morality? Teach Foxina right from wrong. But it take -25 mood. Oh wow. Read a book. They don't like books. They don't like ethics or math. 460 all across the board. We'll give you baby math, I guess. mean, I could just do all of the classes. Plus 10 math, reading. Make pretty pictures. Why is art class minus 20 mood? I'm like, do you just not want to do art? A break, Foxina. Let's just do like one of each. Baby man, reading time, Fazed. Art class, rally, and playtime. How about that? I don't think their mood is looking that good, but... plus 30 mood, you know. No playtime for a baby, only hard work. Go. I gotta make sure you're smart. You can sleep later. You spent some time explaining basic edition. You read the Dragon King and the Fox to Foxina. Foxina loves sports. She gets along well with the other kids, but likes to hog the ball in PE. The chair game. You decide to teach the kids the concept of numbers through a chair game. The kids gradually understand how to count and where to sit and when to stand. Some kids fall down from the chairs and then break down crying. The class is a semi-success. Math plus 5, mood plus 5. Oh, nice. Foxina is quite the artist. Her painting of her mother and her little brother wins a prize. Minus 20 mood? Why would that minus 20 mood? You teach Foxina about respecting her elders, helping those in need. Minus 25 mood. Oh wow, we're in the negatives now. Okay, but it's okay. Playtime is great. Luckily, Foxina is super cute. It's alright. We're back in the positive integer numbers. I'll probably try to put in some playtime to balance it out. Don't want to be in Mrs. Rose Hearts. Yeah, we can't just, you know, do nothing but study. A successful and productive week of classes complete. Foxina is about to shapeshift. Oh my god, she's evolving. Oh no! Foxina shapeshifted into a rebellious fox humanoid. Where did I go wrong? I didn't raise you to be a delinquent. Where is my cute Foxina? She turned into an anime girl. Not only that, but a delinquent. Ha! No! Put it back! Looks like you may have not paid attention to Foxina's mood. Oh no! I didn't realize she would grow up that fast. She had 20 mood! That was more than enough. She no longer listens to her parents and doesn't do her homework. Anyways, for better or worse, she's no longer your problem. Now that Foxina is humanoid, your job with her is done. Foxina will head to elementary school for education with other humanoid children. To the human school that is bringing her in. Good fucking luck. Keep an eye out for when your words are ready to hatch or shapeshift. No, Foxina! She became a rebel. Things are going great at your new job. I'm just raising rebellious children. Now, with no specific ward, your job is to look after the children equally. I mean, is it really only your fault if she disrespects her parents now? Hey, I mean, a teacher can only do so much, okay? If her parents aren't pulling their weight and raising their kid, it is not on me, alright? The parents have to do their job too. Some of the kids are a handful, but you're finally getting the hang of your new schedule. Ah, shit. Everything would be perfect if this recent round of debt collectors could just stop harassing you. The kids give you a curious look as you quickly block the number and hide your phone. So, as I was saying, after a couple more math or reading sessions, you go on your long-awaited break. Teacher's taking all the blame. This game is close to life. Yeah. It's okay. Rebellious Foxina's not my problem anymore. Hello? Oops. Do I talk to Lanny? See what happens? Even though I'm like, aw, big fox. What? Why are you so hostile towards me? I like to get to know you better. Just like talk to me. What? Why would you want to do that? I don't know, you seem like you have some kind of tragic backstory or something. Tragic backstory, my ass. Like I said before, mind your own business. Laney speaks harshly, but his eyes wander off shyly. Good for him. Is that Foxina? Wiping your eyes, you stare at the little white fox beast in disbelief. Haha! But stupid. You can't say her name, Croc. You have to say Miss. Miss is stupid. Wow. You started to think it was a mistake to talk to the kids during your break. Help! The children are bullying me. This is not old Foxina. It's new Foxina. This is no the new Foxina. Resisting the urge to put a hand in your forehead, you crack a bittersweet smile and turn to the fox. Nice to meet you, little one. What's your name? Fox. Ina. Oh. So she really was the new Foxina. Finally wondering if she'll become your new ward, you take your leave from the rowdy little group. I'm like, wait, is this a different fox? It's just a different color? Oh, we can talk to everyone. Dean? How are you doing everything? Looking after the kids? Teaching? This is your first job as a Divine Beast educator, right? I think I'm getting a hang of things. Oh, so she's Shiny Foxina? Oh yeah, Shiny Foxina. Or she's like Dialola. Like what is it? Dialola? Foxina? Just like how like there was like the regular Vulpix and like regular Ninetales, and then you get like the Shiny or the Aloha Lola Ninetales. Like pure white. Heck yeah! I knew you were a fast learner. Have you thought about who you'd take in as your next ward? After Foxina, I'm not sure which kid I should take on. Huh. Well, if you have a preference, what kind of kid would you like to look after? A kind one. A strong one. Any kind of kid would be fine with me. Give me a nice kid. One that doesn't like bully and isn't going to turn into a delinquent. That's the best kind of kid to me as well. I love well-behaved children. Sarah seems to want to talk. Spend your break time with Sarah. This will take up your entire break period. I mean, sure, why not? Let's talk to Sarah. So, I wanted to ask if you had any questions about your job. I know the onboarding hasn't been the greatest, but you did a fantastic job in Foxina. Did I, Sarah? Did I really do a great job at Foxina? Did you see how she turned out? Are you sure about that, Sarah? Oh, hi MS! Welcome to the stream! We're just playing through the demo of Dearest Darling Dragon. I raised a fox beast who turned into a delinquent child. And now I'm just speaking with our co-worker, Sarah. But what do you think? Deuce will be proud? I don't think so. I think I feel like you wouldn't really blame me, but you know, you'll have a talk with Foxina. It's like I am just a single divine beast educator. I did my best to raise her. Thank you, it means a lot to me to hear that. Tell you the truth, I was a little unsure about you joining. We really needed the help, but the academy has been going through some tough times lately. I didn't know if the extra employee costs would be worth it. But now that you're here, I realize that the dean was totally right. How long have these tough times been going on? It's been almost 6 months now. It started small with things disappearing from the office here and there, but then the whole portions of our budget started to go missing. Oh, cool. Embezzlement? Is there embezzlement happening in this school, I guess? Call it? Every time I say hee, I think of Orso or Lilia. Lilia's like, yeah. Lilia's more of it's like hee. A hee. You say that, Sarah, when you hire us on the spot after authorizing a license. Yeah, she says that without doing an actual police check on us. How's that even possible? Isn't there anyone checking the accounts? Shh! Motioning for you to keep it down. Sarah leans in closer to speak, her voice almost at a whisper. There's only you, me, the dean, the chef, the janitorial staff, and Lainey. You don't mean... Sarah shrugs, her expression non-committal. There are some shady folks lurking around the city, you know, people in real need of cash. You're telling me they all owe him something. Him. You know him. I'm curious, I guess? Who's him? Who's him? Stroking your chin, you can't help but tap into your inner devil. I've heard he's quite good looking. Ew, gross. Are we talking about Lainey? Or are we talking about the dean? I actually don't know who we're talking about. I assume we're talking about Lainey, unless we're actually talking about the old man. No matter how hot he is, he's a menace. I can't help it. The face card never declines. You're right, Sarah. I assume we're talking about Lainey, but I have no clue, so I'm just gonna keep going along with this. I can't help it. The face card never declines. Ugh. I guess you have a point. But if I ever see him, I'm giving him a beating. Still, I can't help but I wonder what Ziguang really looks like. Who is Ziguang? We dropping names out of nowhere. Who? I thought we were talking about Lainey. So who is Ziguang? I can't help but wonder what Ziguang really looks like. Who? Shh. His minions are everywhere. You don't need to be so cautious, Sarah. Wherever he is, I don't think he can hear us from this far away. Actually, depending on his species, perhaps he could. But you have no idea what he could be. Anyway. I heard the dean was looking to bring in help with our finances. He didn't mention any names, but I heard Eva might come, even though he's been stuck in that dang territory war for weeks now. Who's Eva? You'll meet him soon, or at least I hope you will. Anyways, we should get back to the kids. Thanks for listening to all my gossip. I am so confused. Who are we talking about? There's like, we're name dropping. The rest of the week passes in a blur. Playtime, classes, and potty incidents have been keeping you so busy that you barely have time to think about your problems. Today wasn't so bad. Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to work my way out of poverty. Ugh. Your mind is jolted back to the present by a suspicious sound ringing in the dark. Turning your head to the side, you do your best to ignore it. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. La 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 la, I can't hear a thing. Help. Damn it. You're almost home. Really want to risk running into trouble now? But someone sounds like they're dying on the streets. I guess we should follow the sound. Ugh. I want to get home too, but if someone's dying on the streets, bless my bleeding heart. Deciding to check it out, you cautiously track the sound to its source. As you follow the intermittent groans, a trail of wet droplets begins to stand out against the dark pavement. Droplets merge as you get closer to the sound, forming a substantial rivulet of liquid, darker and thicker in consistency than water or urine. Okay, good. So we can rule out that it's not pee. Pressing your urge to run, you slowly approach the source of it. Hello? It's a man, eyes tightly shut, sitting in a pool of what you can only assume is his own blood. Damn. He's having a rough night. It seems like he was trying to apply pressure to his wounds before he lost consciousness. Call an ambulance for a man. Try to help him. Aren't these two things technically the same? Calling an ambulance, like, we should be helping him by calling an ambulance. Or we run away. And may not make it our problem. I think we should call an ambulance. Or try to help him out. Bending down to check his condition, you try to assess if the man can be moved. As you focus on his injured torso, you feel a weak tug on your sleeve. Striking green eyes meet yours through half-lit slits, sending a shiver through your entire body. The bleary gaze becomes sharp and focused for just a moment as it locks onto you, seeming to want to burn you into his memory. Pupils rapidly widening and contracting once, the man passes out. Hey, you can't pass out like this. Thankfully, his legs are still somehow able to support him, and he's willing to stumble along with you. While he's extremely heavy, you can tell that he's unconsciously trying his best to not lean his full body weight on you. What? Evaristus? Damn, okay, Eva. Oh, this must be the guy named Eva. Evaristus. When his face unintentionally brushes against your skin, you feel the undeniable physical spark of electricity. Shocked, you somehow manage not to topple over, but the man's face flushes a vaguely erotic shade of pink. What? Dude, you're bleeding out on the streets right now. What was that just now? Should I really be bringing this man home? No, we should be calling an ambulance, really. But we can't just dump him here. Okay, well, let's continue taking him home. I brought him this far. I can't just abandon him now, you know, just leave him in the alleyway. Especially when he's seen my face now. You know, I'm gonna look like such a jerk if I were to just leave him on the street and we like bump into each other later and be like, hey, aren't you the girl who like left me for dead in that alleyway? And be like, oh well, shit, yeah. Especially he's gonna be like our coworker. Resolving to take the man home and look over his injuries, you hoist his arm around your shoulders to get a better grip. After removing the man's clothes and lightly cleaning the wounds, you patch him up. Although the motions are familiar, the man you're bandaging is nothing like your father. Each breath he exhales seems to carry a natural, comforting scent. Roughly dragging the man to the bed, you can't help but nod off. Wow, we've got like no sense of self-preservation. We let this strange, like, he's injured, but we let a stranger into our home and then we fell asleep. My blanket's so heavy. Your eyes shoot open with a silent gasp. Pretend to be asleep. Examine the stranger. Run to the kitchen to grab something to defend yourself with. Just take a look at him. Shiny emerald green horns poke out where his forehead meets the line. It's obvious this man is one of the rarest divine beast species of all. A dragon! Oh my god. Who would have guessed? I like how he's got the little, like, little scales in the back of his neck there. Judging from his color pattern, your background as a divine beast educator tells you that he's either a wise sovereign or an algebragon. That sounds like such a that sounds like such a funny name for a dragon species. Could you imagine? It's like, yeah, it's him, the algebragon. Why is it an algebragon? Algebragon? Algebra. He's an math nerd. I like it. It's just a whole species of them that's called that. Before you have time to continue pondering his dragon type, he opens his eyes, directly meeting yours. He freezes. Well, hello. Hello? This is terribly embarrassing. I'm so sorry to disturb your peace like this. It's no trouble. If you don't mind, I'd like to get up now. Oh. Not realizing that you've been using the man's arm as a pillow, you quickly scramble out of your position in the man's arms. A lot of dating sim protagonists have no self-preservation. Yeah. We had to get close to him somehow, but, you know, at the same time, it's like, stranger danger have we long since forgotten? Almost leaping off the bed, you turn back to look at the man, now sitting upright. Groaning, the man holds his stomach. Ugh. Should I take you to the hospital? No, that's quite alright. I just need a moment to compose myself. For a moment, air seems to visually twist and fluctuate around the man. You blink rapidly and rub your eyes. Were you seeing things just now? I'm Evaristus. You can call me Eva. Ugh. The man winces for a moment, obviously battling through the pain to talk with you. Yeah, like his clothes are just like... I'm like, sir, aren't you injured? He doesn't have a shirtless sprite, I suppose. Are you sure you don't want to go to hospital? I'm a licensed divine beast educator, so I know a couple of reputable places. I'm fine, but thank you for the concern. Glancing at the time on his wristwatch, Eva exclaims in shock. Shit, I'm going to be late. I'm sorry for getting blood all over your floor, but I have an appointment that I absolutely cannot miss. His eyes wandered over your dirtied floor before rushing to collect his thing. I've left my business card on your coffee table. Please call me. For cleaning fees, or if you need anything. I'll think about it. Thanks. After seeing the man off, you also make haste to prepare for work as well. Wow. Gone are the days of slow burn romance. No one's got time for a slow burn these days, you know? We gotta get through the... We gotta lock in on the romance path. The events of last night and this morning distracted you throughout the day, but you managed to pull through. Did that even really happen? Sleep deprived, you half wondered if you imagined the whole thing. You swat away at the negative energy while doing radio exercises with the kids. It's Friday! 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 Friday? It's not Friday! Tomorrow! Not today! Remember when it would take about 2 hours before the Otome MC and Li would even start to even blush? Oh, Jinshi Mao. How many seasons are you willing to wait or watch through a slow burn? So I mean, like, actually, what are your takes, you guys, on slow burns? Because I know some people hate slow burns while other people love slow burns, but how many chapters or seasons are you willing to read or watch before you go, this slow burn is too slow? It's like, I'm wondering. Stand by. Okay, never mind. I'm sure we'll see Eva back again soon. Mamo can only be so stubborn for so long. He's just waiting for walls to break down. 70,000 chapters or hours for your slow burn. He asked me when I grew up on Rumiko's works, Rama have and Inuyasha. I guess was Inuyasha really a slow burn? I guess it kind of was. They weren't like an official couple till like much later, right? Oh, but like, have you ever read Maison Ikoku? Which is another one of her works. Because I feel like Maison Ikoku had like adults in like a romance, so I felt like that wasn't as much of a slow burn. Though I think it still took like a while before the main couple actually got together. Chapters with 7,000. Oh, wow, 7,777 hours. Wow, okay. You got like a lot of patience for those slow burns. You're like waiting for that slow cooker to finish. Stubborn slow burn. Bumiko loves her our couples arguing. Oh, that's true. We gotta have some like some conflict there. You know, they got butt heads a bit, or their romance blossoms. Oh, didn't she write a manga about a guy trying to romance a widow? Yeah, that is Maison Ikoku. Like Maison Ikoku, if I remember, was like this younger, I don't know if he was a college kid or he was basically like some guy in this boarding house, and she was like the house manager or something with like her husband that recently died, and he had like the total hots for her. And I think like, yeah, they like slowly got together over time. It was like 15 volumes long, basically. I think there's an anime too, but I guess they did have a gradual developing relationship, because he was like, yeah, I remember he was like a student or something. So I guess it was a slow burn. I mean, 15 volumes isn't bad if you think about it. I read it so long ago. I might actually go back and read it at some point. Shrieking, Croc stomps around the classroom demanding for Friday to come faster. You yourself are also looking forward to Friday. Your first real paycheck transferred directly to your bank account. Not some cash paid under the counter at a shady part-time job. The day seems to be smooth sailing until Sarah gets a call. Swiftly excusing herself from the activities, Sarah enters the hall and closes the door behind her. The action strikes you as a little odd, but you do your best to continue the class without her. You're trying to find a name again? Oh, it was called Maison Ikoku. was it? Yeah, Maison Ikoku was the. It was an old series actually. I think it came back. It came out in the 80s actually, so it was like a much older work of hers. Peeking through the classroom door's window, you catch a glimpse of Sarah's face. Her expression is unlike anything you've ever seen on her before. Brows furrowed, eyes dull, lips deeply slanted downwards. I understand. Ending the call, Sarah opens the classroom door and approaches you with hurried, frantic footsteps. Is everything okay? Boa? I hate to ask this, but do you think you could help close up today? It was supposed to be me and Lainey, but something came up. I have to leave right now. Right now? Yes, right now. I'm so sorry. Lainey should be on duty as well. I know he's not the most reliable, but there's a good soul inside him, deep down. I think. Anyways, I need to run. Call me if anything comes up. I need to get to the hospital ASAP. The hospital? Talk later. Sarah practically sprints to the teacher's office, leaving little but a gust of wind behind her. Yeah, sure. Lainey, like he's gonna be of any help. Good old Lainey. Yep, that's it. Maison Ikoku. Yeah, the guy was a student, the woman was a recently widowed boarding house manager. Yeah, that was like the premise. And then she was like trying to get over her husband, and then he had like the hots for her, and so it was like a slow burn because you know she's trying to get over her late husband. Slowly but surely, the sky darkens, and the kids are all picked up by their parents. Lainey is, as expected, nowhere in sight. Well, I'll see if I can follow the standard procedures then. Checking each classroom, turning off each light, and locking each door of the nursery, you make your way around the perimeter. Closing time. What is that? Egg? Dude? Egg? An egg? You squat down, pick the egg up, momentarily puzzled by the situation. You feel a brief but familiar current from the egg. Is this Anna? Being a normal human since birth, you can't be sure. Of course, you had fantasies of becoming the chosen one and unleashing untold levels of magical powers, but those ended when you reached your junior year of high school. Still, you can feel something indescribable connection with this egg. Oh boy, remember the last time we had to like... we picked up an egg, and a dragon egg specifically, and you know, had to defend it with our lives? Something powerful. Sitting under the note, egg is a note, apparently held in place by the weight of the egg itself. Please take good care of my egg. I leave it in your hands. Whoa, 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 you can't just abandon a dragon egg like that. What? I'm not ready to become a single dragon mom. That's it? You just dumped the dragon egg here? You just abandoned your giant egg? Yeah, you just abandoned your giant egg here with a measly note? What a piece of... Oh. Apparently not. Still holding the egg in your arms, you bend down to see what you accidentally kicked. Gold coins are spilling from a sack almost as big as the egg itself, glowing dimly in the starlight. Oh my god, look at all that gold cash money. Please take care of my child. Here's a sack of coins for your troubles. I think I took the spirit of her husband, telling her it's okay for her to move on. Yeah, I vaguely remember. I read it so long ago. Like, I don't really remember anymore. I remember there was like a bunch of other quirky characters in the series. The solution to all your problems. The most money you've ever seen in your entire lifetime. All here in cold, hard cash. How much is in here? As you instinctively remove one hand from the egg to reach for the coins. Holy shit! I almost fucking dropped the egg! Panting, you ignored your scraped knees and elbows and confirmed that the egg is still intact. Are you okay, little guy? No matter how much debt you're in, this is still someone's baby. A baby divine beast. A creature to be protected. Not dropped in the oopsies while some broke girl was scrambling to loot coins off the floor. Oops. Not heartlessly abandoned at a nursery in the middle of the night. You and me both, giant egg. You and me both. Wrapping your arms more securely around the egg, you can't help but cuddle it, perhaps seeking to comfort both the egg and yourself. You decide to take the egg home for the night. Wait, wasn't there someone else in the background we should talk to? In your dreams, something is snuggling with you. Scales, hard but smooth, and a little rough to the touch. A warm and fuzzy feeling fills your heart as your hand strokes over it, enjoying the pure connection of souls. A wet lick on your hand shocks you awake. Thankfully, there's nothing in the room that will actually be able to lick your hand, but you notice that the egg has somehow made its way onto the bed from the little nest of blankets you left in it. Did I pick it up in my sleep? Deciding it's too early to think about it, you roll over and fall back asleep, taking care not to push the egg off the bed. Well, I guess I can't just leave the egg home alone. But still, I'm like... We didn't get a chance to talk to the other guy. A mysterious man left an egg and crap ton of coins at the nursery last night? Yep. I wonder who it could have been, though I do have my suspicions. You think you know who left it here? I have a feeling, but I'll respect your privacy for now, if you don't mind. What? You're just gonna leave it at that? Sarah shrugs with a helpless smile. Turning the egg around in place, Sarah scrutinizes the egg from various angles, before putting her hands on her hip and facing you again with a smile. I suppose there's not much to it except to raise him then. I'm just a broke educator. This is my first week on the job. I didn't sign up for this. How do you know it's a him? Better than it, right? I guess. We canine types have a good nose for this kind of thing too. Sniff sniff. That's funny, he kind of smells like you. Did you? Like... No. Never mind. I don't think that's possible, at least for a normal human. What? Wait, tell me, Sarah. Him. Nadine interrupts before you hear the rest of what Sarah's trying to say. No, Sarah, it's not mine. I didn't poop out an egg. This dragon, I am not the mother of this dragon egg thingy. Since you have no wards even but now, why not take him in? You're saying I should take him in as my new ward? Are there going to be any issues with tuition or guardianship? I mean, it doesn't seem like he can eat anything, but... Would it be alright for him to take classes and stuff that the other kids' parents are paying for? And what about his parents? Your mouth twists into a mix between a pout and a frown. Why would Eva do something like that? I shall allow it. Let it be so. I mean, whoever it was, they did leave a big bag of coins for us. I'm like, is it Eva? Is he like a deadbeat dad? Is he just offloading his dragon egg onto us? You fulfilled your good deed quota for an entire year by leaving that bag of coins in the office before you left last night. Though it pained you deeply, you figured it was better than being seen taking it for yourself on the surveillance cameras. These might actually cover half of our current debt. Oh yikes. Only half? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the situation is pretty dire. Clearing his throat, the dean's wary eyes nudge the two of you to focus on the egg. What should we call him? What should we call him? I mean, the egg. It's just there. It's just how dragons propose in this world. I'm out. No, that's a horrible way of proposing. It'd be like, here, take my offspring and raise him as one of your own. I did not sign up for it. Egbert. Ego. We can't really go around referring to it as the egg all the time, can we? Good point. Why don't you give him a name? What should we name the egg? Oh no, don't get me to name the egg. I'm horrible at naming eggs. Egbert. Eggward. Actually, he is our ward, so we just call him Eggward. Eggward, I'm raising you as my ward. Like a ego. I mean, Roku's idea of proposing was, will you bear my children? Yeah, I mean, that certainly did not fly for most of the women he tossed that line to. Though at least he did succeed with one. I call him Eggward. Because he's my ward. Eggward. I like the sound of that. I'm sure you'll do a fantastic job of raising him. Giggling, Sarah gives a little wave and leaves the room. The dean follows, slowly hobbling through the doorway. The stubby, scarred tail swaying behind him seems to indicate that he's in an extremely good mood. Oh, okay. Well, I guess my new task is raising Eggward. Yeah, where is Lady? Where has he gone? I can do this. I'm a licensed divine beast educator after all. I'm licensed to do this. This is fine. With Sarah and Nadine's encouragement in mind, you start working on an education plan for Eggward. He's an egg! How do I teach an egg baby math? Okay, I don't know. Baby math. Reading time. Playtime, I guess. Zed. Playtime. More baby math. I don't know. No art for you, I guess. I don't know. We got playtime. That's it's the mood, right? I don't know, same way mothers talk to their baby bumps. Okay, well, I hope Eggward is going to be ready to learn baby math. Be good with crunching those numbers, you know? Well, you make him do gym. He's an egg. Even if that makes more sense. I don't know, we'll figure a healthy exercise for an egg. I don't know what that involves. Eggward is not a fan of math. The numbers seem to summon primal fear from within him. Plus 10 math plus 25 move. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, Eggward. Okay, we gotta all learn the basics. The numbers. Eggward loves listening to you read, but being a kid, his attention span is quite short. Playtime is great for kids, empowering for you. Luckily, Eggward is super cute. Counting to 10. Decided to make the kids learn the nerd numbers through exchanging sweets. However, some of them always disappear into the kids' mouths. Cast is a failure, but the kids are very satisfied. Eggward quickly becomes the richest in sweets because he can't eat them. Lols. He's just chilling in the egg. Like, are you ready to hatch yet, kiddo? Are you gonna be like Malleus, where you're gonna spend like a couple centuries before you hatch? Can't say I'm gonna be able to live that long. He loves the feeling of hoarding them. 1, 2, 3. It seems he'll have to become better at counting to know his sweet's fortune. Eggward seems to have discovered how useful math is. Motivation goes up. Oh, sweet. Math plus 5, mood plus 15. Eggward is king of hopping, but always fails hopscotch because he can't be in 2 squares at the same time. Oh yeah, he's an egg. More playtime. Eggward's not a fan of math, but that's okay. A successful and productive week of classes completed. Oh, that's the antidote! No, I worked so hard on raising him! I don't even get to see the end result! You reached the end of the Otome Jam 2026 demo. Thank you so much for playing. But I have so many questions! We hope to add a bunch of polished art and rewrites and have something truly fun and exciting for the final release. We also hope to release an updated demo for October 2026 or February 2027. That's it for now! Thank you so much again! Oh. Wait! I have so many questions though! Let me go back, and what happens if I didn't pick up the egg? Who was it that abandoned this egg? Hold on. Okay, I gotta skip. Okay, yeah, I remember I was here. Hold on. Okay, I know he was lurking in the back. Squinting your eyes, you can vaguely make out a shape of a man, placing something large in the middle of the courtyard. Was it you? That was you? Abandoning it? At this time of night, this can't be anything good. Hey, you there! You're looking awfully suspicious. Panicked, the man takes off running. Chase after him. Mustering all the speed you built up running from debt collectors, you race after the man and manage to full body tackle him. Ow! Let go of me. A breathy gasp escapes from the other party as the electricity surges through your fingertips again. The shock is inexplicably familiar. Eva? In the darkness, the suspicious man seems to turn his head away from you, embarrassed. In the chaos, your hands latch onto a thrashing limb thicker than a child's waist. You respectively give it a squeeze. It feels surprisingly cold and scaly to the touch. A strange husky moan rings in the night, out of place for the situation. What is happening? Hey, watch where you're touching. Grabbing your arms and rotating them away from his body in one swift move, the stranger shakes you off and takes flight. What? Wait a minute. He's flying? Giant dark wings carry the mysterious man far, far away until he becomes a small pinpoint that blends into the night sky. Blood glistens on your hand in the dim light of the moon. I didn't tackle him that hard, did I? At last, you refocus your attention on the mysterious item the man left behind. Oh, that's what it is. Wait, you got abandoned by Eva? Don't worry, I'm sure, yeah, your father had a good reason for abandoning you, just ditching you in the middle of the night at, like, the school, I suppose, or the daycare. I was like, wait, where does this egg come from? Hello? Are you a deadbeat dad? And what's with the whole like weird blushy thing that's like happening? Is it his egg? Did he like lay this egg? Is this his egg? That's so funny. Please take good care of my egg. I can't believe the man pooped out an egg and just left it abandoned at the daycare for us to look after. Oh lol, mysterious my ass. Mysterious my foot. I'm like, okay, he's just going to leave it behind, and sure. Where is Lainey too? He's not even here at all. He's just like out of the picture entirely. Well, okay, well, I don't know what's up with Eva, but he's currently a deadbeat dragon dad who just like, I assume, just laid this egg and now has foisted it upon us to look after. Then he got a blush one time, excuse himself for good. Oh yeah, you know, the blush was just him getting like a fever and he had to admit himself into the hospital. That's where he's been this whole time. I don't know. Plus, like, who's in the hospital that Sarah had to run to? So I don't know. I'm just gonna assume Lainey's at the hospital because he got a fever or something from blushing too hard. But okay, well, how about this time I raise Foxina a little better. Oh no. I didn't save. Oh no. Hold on. I don't have any quick saves either. Do I have auto saves? I do. Why do I have all this here? I don't have quick saves. Okay. I need to go back and raise Foxina again. Because I feel bad about raising her to be a delinquent. Maybe his sister or something had the egg. If whoever attacked him went after her. Maybe. Or a wife. Who's that on? We're just like, oh, we're like adoptive mother now. Or maybe he just dumped it at the daycare for everyone to collectively look after. Let me go back to the main. Yeah, I need to raise Foxina well again. Okay. Okay, Foxina, let's take a look at you. What does Sarah say about Eva again? Does he work at school? I think he was supposed to. I think she was just like, oh, Eva might be helping us out. So I think he's supposed to be working at the school, or he's supposed to help us out. But then he never showed up for work. Maybe we should have called an ambulance earlier for him. Foxina, right? Oh, I love you. I love you. Aw, thanks, MS. I'll give my loves and good vibes over to you too. And why the heck does Lainey carry a huge fish plush? Maybe it's actually, I don't know, maybe he just likes the fishy plush. Maybe, or maybe it's for the kids. Or hey, maybe that is, the fish is also, I would say the fish might also be another divine beast, but then he's touching the eyeball, so I don't know. Oh, oops. I skipped too fast, but I ignored him. Oh yeah, I was too busy looking at the kid and I ignored you. We have both CCTV and man and surveillance on the premise. Wow. And kind of disappointed. And we get hired, right? Oh, the dean is like 1,000 years old. Okay, yeah. We heard that part. Or Lainey. Sure. He's such a tsundere. I feel like Lainey's got such a tsundere. Half mermaid and all, so that may be it. Oh dang, you ignored the first stab you went. Yeah, I guess that's the option. You can just ignore him completely. Okay, Foxina, this time we'll make sure you're a well-adjusted baby, so we're gonna do baby math. Reading time, playtime. Or baby math, or playtime. And I don't know, is that? Yeah, good enough. That should be good, right? That should be good enough. Yeah, his playtime is good. Chair game. Sense of pace. More playtime, you know, she's happy. Her mood is key, yeah, okay. This time it's like 70%, you know. Oh no. Oh my god. Foxina shapeshifted into a nerdy fox humanoid. Oh my god. Her mood. So I guess like yeah, she was a dingalingoot the first time, but now she learned enough baby math to turn into a nerdy fox humanoid. My achievements in math have led me to discover the deeper meaning of life. Foxina pushes up her glasses, which catch the light and glint suspiciously. Now that Foxina is humanoid, your job with her is done! Foxina will head to the elementary school with other humanoid children. So this time, she has grown up properly. She is not the delinquent the first time. I guess her mood was like 20 the first time around, not like a mood of 70. That seems to be a sweet spot. She became a little nerdy fox girl. I'm so proud. What a turnaround for the ex-delinquent. I'm drunk. Oh. Drinking again on stream? MS. But is it like beers, wines, or cocktails is a question. Okay, so that time, Foxina turned out a little better. Not as bad that time around. Then things are going great for her job. Okay, yeah, so Okay, we braced for well. It's too bad I don't know what the egg is going to turn out. Now that I know, I'm like, okay, we gotta actually make sure their mood is good and not just their stats. Because if I raise the if I raise Egg Ward and he turns out to be another delinquent, I don't know whether I'd laugh or cry. We gotta make sure he grows up to be a happy, well-adjusted young dragon. This will be proud, indeed. Princess Petra's Academy. Young divine beast. So I guess like in this world we kind of just raise their divine beast form, but as soon as they turn humanoid they end up going to normal human school. Make Dyla and is proud. It's like I gotta make sure not to raise them into delinquents. Gotta make sure they stay out that path. Oh, what happened if we like just make them do like horrible mood? I'm just curious on like the different potentials since that we've already finished the demo. Did I save properly? Oh my god, I didn't keep an extra save. Do I not have autosave? Oh, maybe this is my autosave. Where's my quick save? Actually, I don't know my quick save. Teacher! Yes, Foxina, you're so cute. You'll make Mrs. Rhodes' hearts proud. I'm so happy! Your first word, Foxina, the yellow fox beast. Oh, you know, I'm curious. I want to see what happens. It's just nothing but ethics class. Actually, no. You want to be the most suffering? Just nothing but math. But no. Reading time, phys ed, art class. Nothing but ethics and morality, guys. Minus 50, let's go! Just nothing but ethics all week. Yeah! You're fired! Game over. So funny. You made Foxina cry. Oh, I'm sorry. How did you manage to botch your first week on the job? I had to teach her ethics! Trying to balance playtime and building stats. Bad end. Oh, there! Bad end 1. Rough stat. Okay, fine. We won't do a full ethics run, I suppose. We'll make sure you get enough playtime. How about we just do nothing but playtime? You will learn absolutely nothing. It's just play all day, have fun. Nothing but playtime. Let's go. She's happy. I only get fired if she's upset, right? So you know, if she's nothing but happy, we'll move 100%. I'm not gonna get fired for that. What? Foxina shapeshifted into a model student fox humanoid. I am the pretty guardian who fights for love and beauty, Sailor V. What? Oops, I mean, it's all thanks to you, teacher. I'll never forget you. Girl, you didn't learn anything at school. She didn't learn anything. She doesn't even know math. I don't. How is this the ideal outcome? I didn't teach her shit. I just let her play all day. Didn't even bother reading and having her learn anything. And then somehow she became a model student. How does it work that way? I don't know. Sailor. Wait a minute. What is it supposed to be saying about Sailor Venus? At least she's cute, right? But how is it that the full play build is just like somehow she ended up being quite normal? I thought she'd become like super spoiled or something, but no, I guess having them play all day is a viable strategy. And they'll just give you a good. But if I into the guest room, he's got high expectations, you know? He's got a lot. He's got a lot of standards that need to be upheld. Alright, Foxina, let's see what happens. We got fired, we had nerdy Foxina, we had delinquent Foxina. We somehow modeled student Foxina. Let's try nothing but reading. Reading, playtime. Reading, playtime. Reading, playtime. You're gonna be so smart. You're gonna be an absolute genius. Now let's see what happens. Maybe become a bookworm. Listen, I almost have 300 points in pom-pom. You can shove it. No, he can't go easy on, you know, everyone. Or anyone, to be honest. What will Foxina turn into? Of course, you know, with only reading, Foxina shapeshifted into a literary fox humanoid. No, nerdy Foxina was like all the math, but just reading turned her into a literary fox. Have you read this one? My parents says I'm too young for book talk. No, no, you sweet summer child. You don't go on book talk. I'm yelling at you from behind the window screen. Girl, don't do it! No, don't download it! Don't go into that realm! Don't go into the shadows! You'll be fine. She'll be a lovely, well-adjusted girl, provided she does not hit up book talk. Just you know, just don't depend on book talk for you. All right, let's see what Fazed. Or maybe actually, Fazed art. I guess maybe it's just nothing but ethics. I'm assuming Fazed will have her be like pretty fit. There we go. Go! Also, I'm farming Octa Gem, so Bill can definitely shove it. I gotta farm more Pomfury Gem. Because I'm still trying to build out all the Pomfury furniture in the guest room. Okay, let's see what you turn into this time, Foxina. Of course, shapeshifted into a sporty fox humanoid. Rawr, let's get pumped, Teach! Can't help but run away as Foxina chases. If she's half your size, she's double as strong. They became all sporty like. I mean, that's cute. Was expected, you know. So over Blizol leaves, I'm farming his dorm gems. Yes. I wonder if I still have unfinished. I feel like I've probably gotten most of the octagonal furniture, but now I have to check if I'm missing any. Alright, let's get artsy. But haven't get artsy. Okay, let's see. She should be an artist now, right? Oh, cute. Artsy fox humanoid. The composition looks off in this piece, but I enjoy the colors. Also cute. Artsy Foxino was cute. And then I think there's one more. I'm curious what happens if it's just nothing but ethics. Go, let's see, the last one. Nothing but ethics and morality. Okay, there we go. A class of nothing but playtime and ethics. What will you become? Oh wow, okay. So apparently, nothing but ethics and playtime also turns her into a model student. So you can either do full playtime or ethics and playtime, and I guess she just turns into a pretty guardian who fights for love and beauty. Taylor B. Congrats on being a pretty guardian. I guess that's not a terrible outcome. I mean, it's good. It's decent. Now I'm curious on what happens if you go back here and hold on. Call the sound. Why would he just call the ambulance for him? Oh, and then he does. Oh, okay. He pleads with you not to make a call. Okay, so if you tried to call the ambulance, he's gonna be like, no, don't do it. Not the hospital. Call the dean. Man's voice is weak and hoarse, but devastatingly alluring. Want me to call the dean? The dean of Princess Petra's Academy for Young Divine Beasts? Running out of energy, the man grunts in response. With a quick call, you confirm that man is indeed asking for the dean that you know. Dan? Although the man looks like he's about to faint, he musters enough strength to stand up, vertebrae by vertebrae, finally throwing an arm over your shoulder. Oh, you can tell he's trying his best not to lean too much weight, as the two of you begin slowly shuffling toward the enemy. Man's breath, emerging in heavy pants, is ticklish against your neck as his head tardily lolls closer to yours. Even in near-death state, you can't help but admire the man's straight nose and smooth, pale skin. Like, you know he's like kind of bleeding out on the streets. Not too effeminate, his features form a perfect balance of masculinity and softness. Rectangular glasses give him an air of inviolable aloofness, but his thin, delicate lips, reddened from biting to suppress the pain, resemble a sinful crimson flower in the snow. Wow, we are waxing poetic about this man. When his face unintentionally brushes against your skin, you feel undeniable physical sparkle electricity. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to him. Yeah, I don't really examine people's looks and they're bleeding out, you know? Yeah, no, that should be the least of our concerns. Oh, as the academy comes into view, you're relieved to see Sarah and the dean standing at the gate. Boy! Eva! My gosh, how did he get into the state? It must have been that bastard! Half growling, Sarah rushes to support Eva on his other side. The dean stretches a shaky hand out as if to take your place, but Sarah shakes her head. Was this Hotel Transylvania? Oh my god, the Hotel Transylvania spark. Once you feel the spark. Maybe that's it. And he's like, oh my god, she's the one. I have to give her this egg. Well, you're honestly pretty tired. You can't hand your position off to an old man, divine beast though he may be. Sarah talks breathily as the four of you slowly shuffle to the office. I'm so glad you called. I can't imagine what would happen if one of his goons found Eva in this state. Who? After being laid down on a 3-seater couch in office, the injured man, Eva, finally appears relaxed, passing out almost in. Will he be alright without medical treatment? Don't worry, the dean is a wyvern, which is almost better than a doctor. Glancing at the dean, you shudder as he pulls out several oversized acupuncture needles from his desk drawers. I thank you for bringing him here. Short work of his injuries I shall make. Hobbling over to the fainted man, brilliant light fills the tip of the large needle as the dean concentrates his mana. You tactfully turn away as the dean begins his work. Okay, I guess he doesn't need a hospital. Oh yeah, now there's blood over the school. It's okay, we'll have to clean it up before the kids get in the next day. Thank you so much for saving him. It's nothing, I just did what anyone else who saw a man bleeding out in an alleyway would probably do. Probably. He's actually the new accountant I mentioned. Okay, so confirmed. He was supposed to be... He's the accountant. He got pretty messed up on the job for an accountant. Oh, the one that's supposed to help with? Leaning forward to speak in a hushed tone again. Sarah checks over her shoulder and makes sure the dean is still preoccupied with healing the man. Yes, exactly. Hopefully he can help us figure out who's been stealing from us all this time. Straightening up and smoothing out her apron, Sarah gently pats your shoulder. You should get some rest. I'm sorry you have to deal with all this in your very first week. Checking the time on your phone, you realize you might only get 5 hours of sleep tonight if you stick around for much longer. There doesn't seem to be much else you can do for the man now, except to wait for him to recover. Turning Sarah's smile, you nod and take your leave. As you gently close the door behind you, you can't help but pick up on some of the conversation inside the room. Boy, you can never stay out of trouble. I'm still surprised that he lost in this last battle. Do you think something's wrong with him? Wait, don't tell me you paid for the last audit with a legendary weapon again. You know, it's more than likely that he... That mana? Why is it dancing around him like that? What? A new life. Is that? Hell, not a soul of this, Sarah. Not a soul. Of course, Bean. Pressing the urge to look back, you shakily make your way home. Wait, so he just apparated an egg out of nowhere? Okay, so he just ends up abandoning the egg at the school regardless. I don't know what happened there. He just, I guess, birthed this dragon egg somehow while he was injured. I don't know who cleaned up the school blood. And then we just like didn't see him for the rest of the demo. So anyways, I guess he's the accountant. that has been established. He's the new accountant that was supposed to help us with the school. I assume he is one of the dragons that's fighting for territory, and he's getting into street brawls, I guess, with other whoever dragons. I forget. The wife Severin and the Algebra Dragon or whatever. Algebragon? I don't know. I guess, and then he's just like, I don't know. I assume he's just fighting over some territory dispute, and then it's just like, here, look after my child. I am going to go to a happy place. What are you talking about? It's happy here. Think of all the cute divine beast children in the classroom. And new Foxina, which isn't actually Foxina. They still kind of do look like Pokemon starters, though, not gonna lie. Okay, I guess like many story mysteries still yet to be discovered. They dropped a name earlier, Siguang or wherever, that we never saw. I assume he's gotta be relevant. We saw Eva, who is our accountant and also fighting dragon battles, I suppose. And now we have an egg to take care of. So I guess we'll be continuing to raise the egg in the game as it develops further. I'll go to the main screen. I mean, overall, it was very cute. I think, you know, it's... I do like the stat raising aspect, though. It was kind of interesting to see a different combination of classes that we can have to raise our ward. Even though the first time was just like, let's make them well balanced, and then they turned into a delinquent. Hopefully that would not happen with Egg Ward. But yeah, that's Dearest Darling Dragon, so I guess we'll find out what goes on from here. Like, do we just keep raising the dragon? Do we end up with one of the guys? Where'd the Laney go? He kind of disappeared. Are we gonna get together with Eva, perhaps, as a choice? Because I'm like, he just dumped his dragon egg on us. I'm like, is he gonna pay child support at the very least? I just don't want to think about the egg now, because how did it get there? It just apparated, you know, it just all his mana concentrated and just turned into his offspring egg. I don't know. Maybe that's how dragon reproduction works. No clue. We'll just have to ask them directly if we could. But I think it was very cute overall. So you can wishlist this game on Steam. It is also available on itch.io. I think it's still on itch.io. You can. See what the gallery. Gallery's under construction. Cool. So they did. I remember reading that they're going to come out with a fuller demo in October, so it'll continue in production. But overall, it was very cute so far. And then there's lots of mysteries I'd be curious to find out more about. But it was a pretty good demo. I mean, it was like an hour and a half, I think, overall. But it took to go through a playthrough and then see what other potential results we could have gotten. Version 1.0. Yeah, that was actually, I'm gonna look up stuff now. I want to check out their itch.io page to see if there's any other info here. So we raise a baby dragon. Oh, we get intro to the bachelors. Oh, okay, so there are bachelors. So there's Everristus. I assume Laney, maybe? And there's a mysterious man who you may or may not meet in the demo. Okay, we have there's some mysterious man that I did not see in this game here. But I don't think I saw him in the demo. I don't know what choices I could have picked to go for him. Oh. Maybe if I chose to ignore. Yeah, I was like, ignore it. Oh. Oh, what? Okay, what happens? So if I ignore Eva, what happens? Got about 9 minutes in. Forgot how long we talked about other stuff when the stream started. Yeah, no, give or take. You know, it's about an hour and a half. Oh no, it's thugs. Oh no, not the goons. We've been looking all for you all over, little girl. You didn't think we'd leave you in peace, did ya? Your father owes us money, big time money. Since we can't find him, you're gonna have to cough it up in his stead. Listen to me, I haven't spoken to my father in years. Blood runs thicker than water, girlie. Same blood, same debts. Get away from me! Holding up your bag to defend your body, you start to angle yourself to run. But the other man swiftly steps in and grabs your arm, twisting it behind your back. Stop! Can't we just talk about this instead? Your muscles and joints groan as the man presses your arm hard against your back, almost to a point of dislocating it. Damn, okay. Please stop, you're hurting me. Leave us. You're... Oh, that's the guy we didn't see. Oh, this was the last guy that we didn't see because we helped out Eva. But hello, good sir. Why, hello there. Darkness seems to fill the surroundings as a tall man steps forward from the shadows, towering over the two thugs like a god above men. Or a demon, judging from his ram-shaped horns. Yeah, I'm like, are you a dragon too? Or are you a sheep? Or a devil? I mean, he's kind of fun, not gonna lie. Even though he's probably so suspicious. His downward angle ears strike a cute sheep-like contrast with his intimidating height and demeanor. The shadows seem to gain a life of their own, wrapping around the men's necks as if to strangle them. Oh, okay, he's gonna kill someone. The thugs scatter like rats at his threat, bolting to opposite sides of the alley and quickly disappearing from sight. As if to show his distaste, the man's long, slender tail thrashes the ground like a whip. What kind of tail does he have? A dragon tail? Thank you for saving me. You rub the back of your neck with your hand, palm coming off cold and wet with sweat. Cocking an eyebrow, the man flashes a gentle smile. Does this happen to you often? More often than I would like, I'm afraid to say. But it'd been a couple of years. I was really hoping they'd forgotten about me. You can't help but cast your gaze to the floor, unable to look the man in the eyes. Yeah, is he a demon? I don't know. I feel like he might be a dragon. Nose switching suddenly, the man takes several swift steps closer to you. Odd, you smell so familiar. You sniffing me? Yeah, it looks like a dragon tail or a lizard tail. Reaching out, the man straightens out the lapels of your disheveled jacket, pulling it higher and closer around you. Unprepared for such an intimate gesture, your reaction comes a little too late. I do so love a damsel in distress, but I also hope that you can stay safe. Who are you? And what do you mean by me smelling familiar? The name is Sichi. Chishi? Sichi. Oh, okay. From Sichi Donglai. Oh, okay. Purple aura coming from the... Okay. Sichi Donglai. Purple aura coming from the east. Essentially means auspicious omen or good luck. As for the smell, well, I just meant that you smell cozy, like home. I bet you say that to all the ladies, huh? The man blinks innocently, long ears twitching to project an image of harmlessness. There's still a man bleeding on the sidewalk. Yeah, Emma is just like dying in the alleyway like two blocks over. I guess it was my good fortune to meet you today, just like your name. I don't know what I would have done without you. I'm Koa. It's nice to meet you, Sichi. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. This may seem awfully forward, but would you perhaps be interested in joining me for tea one of these afternoons? Wow, that is forward. You literally just saved me from a couple of thugs, and like there's still a man bleeding on like another alleyway. Let's say Friday, 2 weeks from now. Are you asking me out on a date? Indeed, you could interpret it that way. That is pretty forward. Can I ask why you're suddenly so interested in me? The man's expression shifts into a melancholic smile. You remind me of someone. Someone from a time long past. Oh. Your feelings waver between the unpleasantness of potentially being viewed as someone's replacement and pity for the person being missed. Accept the date or decline the date. I just love, look at the blood splatters in the background there. Whose blood is that? The thugs? Well, not as far as being shoved into a truck. That's a kidnapping at that point. Sure, accept the date. Why not? Why the hell not? Sure. No sense of self-preservation. I don't care. It's not every day that I agree to a date request from a random person I just met. But you did save me from those thugs. I figure I owe you one. I can't afford much luxury, but I think I can at least manage a coffee. It would be my treat. How could I call myself a gentleman if I don't pay for your meal? Meal? I thought we were just getting tea? Edges of his lips curling up into a grin. Sichi gives you a cheeky wink. We can start with tea and see how things develop from... Silas Mains found it neat. So adult. I mean, we have like... He seems like he could be a baddie. It's getting late. Can I walk you home? No, it's fine. We can exchange numbers though. With just a few keystrokes in a call, your respective numbers are saved on your phones. Good night then. Good night. Ichi bows with a flourish, then seems to levitate backwards and merge with the shadows. He can't even walk away properly. He's just like disappears like back into the shadow. But like this is how he like he makes his entrance. He just goes just like emerge from like the shadows like hello. His voice rings out in the darkness, though his figure is now invisible. If you ever want to find me, you can look outside the gate of Princess Petra's Academy. I'll be there from time to time. Princess Petra's Academy? Your blood runs cold for a moment. Why is he hanging out in front of some daycare? You look around, searching the shadows for a trace of the man, but only the dingy, molded walls of the alley remain. Wow, okay. Yeah, that was certainly a thing. Yeah, do you really have a date lined up with some random stranger you just met? Not only that, but he literally like fades into the shadows and apparently hangs out in front of this daycare? Like, why? Why would you do that? Okay, I'm voting for Lainey at this point. He's the most normal. We don't even know where Lainey has gone. Maybe Lainey has gone to do like illegal things. Who knows, right? I'm sure he's got some sort of tragic backstory, some chip on his shoulder that we will have to sort through in his route. But I mean, Handsome Stranger wasn't bad, I would say, looks-wise. He seems like quite the charming gentleman, also very, very, very sus, but still. It was quite charming. Let me see here. But yeah, I think so. We did find all. Those were all the characters. But I'm glad I went back just to like check, because I'm like, wait, there's an extra guy in here that I didn't realize we didn't encounter. So we have bumped into the bachelors too. I assume that's gotta be 3 of them. Basically, Eva, Lainey, and wherever the Sichi is, Mr. Mysterious. Wonder what he's all about. Is he good or bad? Is he a demon? Lainey screwed up before Madness kicked in. Oh, what happened to Eva? Oh yeah, Eva, I guess, is still bleeding on the street, probably. He's probably just bleeding somewhere. But we did not go and look at him, so who knows? Maybe... I'm sure he probably found a way to hobble over to the academy and get help. He's a killer, so... That's true, he did save us from the thugs, but he also, you know, kind of almost killed them by like choking them out. So he's not exactly all like necessarily a saint for sure. We just don't know exactly what his deal is. I don't know. He's a red flag for sure, but I've done worse. Did he or didn't he? I forgot. He didn't kill the thugs. He basically grabbed the thugs and kind of like choked them a bit until the thugs kind of ran off. So he didn't actually kill anyone in cold blood, but that doesn't make him any less suspicious. True, it's not diabolic lovers. It could be worse. There are worse red flags out there, and so he not to say that, you know, that makes it any better, but you know. Overall, I would still give it a shot. See how it goes from there. But yeah, that was so cute. I love how there's so many otome and josei games there. Especially like on itch.io, they have all sorts of like jams, so like categories. So like this was part of an entry for an otome jam, which I'm like curious on what the other missions are. Oh, that's quite a lot. I love that. There's so many indie developers now, and everyone's got such like cool, interesting game concepts. So I might actually just start looking into whatever other stuff that were in the Otome Jam for 2026. because I feel pretty sure there's gonna be like other games that are, you know, in development, essentially a lot of demos, which is like, it's both good and bad because there's so much to play, and then there's a lot too, which I'm like, oh man, I'm waiting for the full game to be released. But it's still cool that there's a lot. I gonna have to like check it out a bit more just to see what other games were entered in. I've been trying to watch that one guy's LP coverage of routes in that game. I die a little as I progress the videos, like those especially scummy. They're all really bad. I mean, I'm like not I'm not gonna preach like, oh my god, my choices are so good. Like I play a bunch of otome games where I'm like, yeah, this is a red flag, but why the hell not? Let's just go for it. You know, it's all about the fantasy, but there are some of which I just can't really get into. I think Diabolic Lovers is just one where it's just not for me. I don't think I can get into that one. I have to like start going back and like playing some of the ones in my backlog. I've gotten a lot pickier, I feel. Maybe it's because, you know, like playing otome games over the years, I've gotten a lot pickier on like the routes and like the story that I want to see. It also depends on like what we're going for as well, because I actually like story more than the romance in otome games, which is ironic because, you know, it's supposed to be the whole romance dating elements, but I do like it when it's got like good world building. The guy's favorite? Probably a stretch. It's ragey so far. I think as I watch the other brothers, I agree. If it means ragey smack talk stuff. Oh, I love that. It's just like, which lesser of evils are you gonna pick out of the crew there? But I'm like, I don't think I ever be able to get into Diabolic Lovers. There's already too many other otome games I could be playing instead. It's I'm not really that into vampires, to be honest, and especially whatever kind of red flags the vampire bros are like. But I'm trying to think. There are actually still a bunch of otome games I wished got localized. They're kind of old. I wish the Utapri got localized. I'm surprised that none of the Utapri games have actually been like localized overseas, considering Utapri's popularity. Well, maybe they're not as popular anymore now. Well, I think about I think I still need to play 9-Rip. I have the game, I just haven't sat down and actually played it. So it's like 9-Rip is on the list. I still want to play Mistonia. I want to play Over Requiem, because I think that's the one that comes out next month. But I feel like I'm just like very picky, because sometimes I find that I only play routes that I like now, and instead of all the routes, but then I feel I'm not getting my money's worth. So I'll like buy a whole like otome game, but then I'll be like, I only play the ones that I like. But if it's like especially a console game, I'm like, oh, it feels like a waste if I don't play the other routes, because I spent so much on the game. I should play through most of the story. And the story is a good selling point. Code Realize actually interests me because, oh yeah, Cardia was Deadly Touch. I really enjoyed Code Realize. It was one of my favorites because I really liked the steampunk aesthetic. Like the art was really nice. I really liked the art in the game. The whole like steampunk aesthetics. I liked it, the story as well, and how like Cardia kind of she does kind of go through a bit of a character development. Like she grows to be more human-ish like over time. I was curious about why, but also how they get around that, because otomes usually get touchy as the rest progress. Yeah, they did come up with like I feel like definitely by the end of the game they had a reason for dealing with Cardia's poison touch. And then there was a sequel after. I never played the sequel, but I know there's like a sequel, a fan disc to Cold Realize. But I like the story. It was good, and the art was really nice, so that's why it's like up there. I really enjoyed it. I didn't fully finish Caller X Malice, with the MC being in danger because that Caller was kind of a hook too. Yeah, Caller X Malice was like, it was more like a crime drama, and I do like that. I do enjoy like the horror and mysteries and like the crime elements of it, so I liked it or Caller X Malice because of that. And it's pretty sure, yeah, for both games I completed all the routes for it too. But it was kind of actually, funny enough, in Caller X Malice, I really liked the friends that the MC had. Like the MC had like these two friends at the police station, and I thought they were like really cool. Seems like Idea Factory is pretty good at getting my attention as a company. Yeah, I think Idea Factory has come out with quite a lot of games in general. I mean, they tend to like, they localize, right, a bunch of otome games. I feel like some games haven't been that great, but it may be hit or miss or something, but others were good. I find it's getting harder now to figure out which one might pique my interest more than others. Yeah, it's refreshing when MC has female friends. We're genuine friends too. Yeah, not like competitors, not competition or anything, no rivals, just like actual like besties. I love that. I love having besties in otome game. We should have more besties. That's why I loved Tokimeki Memorial Girl Side 3. I am so upset they never localized Tokimeki Memorial, because that game was such a good stat raiser. Like, it was, to me, like, it is still probably the best otome stat raiser game. So it was such a shame that it never actually got officially localized. They had so many interesting mechanics that like were introduced at the time. Because in Tokimeki Memorial 3, for like the girl side, you get two best friends, like they're your besties, and I love them. They were such fun characters. One of the friends is there, she's kind of like a fortune teller, so she'll let you know what your affection level is with the guys. While the other friend, she was such a fun character, really extroverted, and I think she like helped with fashion tips. So I really enjoyed having those two as my besties. It's like vampires, werewolves, and all that, but after a while they stopped being proper monsters. I missed that. Funny enough, I've never was that into vampires and werewolves. It's more like, oh, if I like the character and they happen to also be a vampire werewolf, I'm like, cool. But I feel like I'm like looking into like some more like a niche like monsters, I would say. I want to I want kind of like more Homicipher, not gonna lie. I want more like actually like monster-ish, monster-esque type love interests that aren't just like a vampire or a werewolf or like the standard. Like I did enjoy seeing the characters in Homicipher, because they were kind of more in between of like being a ghost but with like still humanoid elements. So that's why it was like, it was a fun game to play, and I really wish we got more monster boys like that. Or even just like going into more other monster species, like I don't know, you want to go like merfolk or like beast creatures, or even like more ghosts. Game more ghostly. We can do like yokai kind of types. I don't know how many yokai things in are. That being said, vampires, diabolic lovers, go eat some garlic. Yeah, just spray some holy water onto them, get them away from you. But yeah, that's Homicide versus. It was refreshing. I want to see more yokai, yokai boys now. And just like other sorts of creatures. Like, you know, like I haven't seen like, you know, a naga type naga type love interest, for example. Like we get dragons, there's some merfolk here and there, but I'm like, where are the centaurs, where are the nagas, you know, like the half human half beast creatures there? Hell, even like tengus. I mean, we kind of do get fox boys, not very often. Not actually common now that I think about it. We need more fox boys anyways. And like, I don't know, just different other creatures. You can have like a Yuki Onna before, like male version, for example. I think it'd be kind of cool to get more of the supernatural and beast creature. Merfolk. I sense a pair of twins getting jealous. I invite more mer people. I mean, like, technically Raphael from Love and Deep Space, he's part of like a merfolk type race. Lemurians, basically. But he's kind of like a merman. I think Naga or anything snake like that is usually avoided because of phobias. But I'd like to see them more. You can even slap a snake tail on them, like an Arknights. Yeah, like, you don't want to do full Naga. I mean, then you could just do a tail on them. I don't know, I want to see like a shark boy, maybe. I think what else though, but I don't know. I think like Nagas are unexplored territory. I think we should go into it. Your friends that play lads thought she wanted to go to Ralph, but realized he was a drama queen. Yeah. Ralph is funny. He is a bit of a drama queen. He's got a lot of baby girl energy, but at the same time, he is actually also quite he's not as like docile or baby as you think. He's got this other, like, I don't know, I want intense side to him. You know what? Throw in Zool in there for jealous. JP fans like him that way. Ooh, yeah. Jealous of Zool. You gotta love it when he gets like really worked up. Because it's like the gap moe comes when he's like really worked up or blushing. That is part of his moe point. So I can't complain about that. In any case, I think, yeah, I'm probably gonna... I love how just as I'm saying that, hi Emerald! Welcome to the stream. I actually finished the demo for the game, and then we were just talking about otome games. Don't end the stream now. I was gonna say, I was just about to call it, and then just like last time too, Emerald, you like showed up just in time. I'll try for a little bit longer. But is he yandere like the twins up to artists? I feel like the Tweels have a more yandere energy than Azul, I think. I feel like the Tweels have more yandere energy in terms of like they find something they like and they'll just like keep it, essentially. I actually got home late because I was finished work late. Yeah, because like you work long hours, right? Was it another 12-hour shift today? Oh yeah, definitely, especially Jade. Yeah, Jade is definitely. Yeah, he feels like he's got the yandere energy. I feel like once he finds something that like truly deeply interests him, I think he's probably more yandere and possessive. I would say more than Azul is. Azul gets jealous easily, but I don't think he like really tries to hold down his object of interest versus the Tweels. Yeah, I do. Okay. Well, I mean, congrats on making it home after a long day of hard work. You are doing your part in society well. Remember to zoom jar fan art, yeah. I remember the jar. He would totally do that. I was looking at the jackets or twists. I'm leaning towards either cardigan, skull jacket, jockey, hoodie regular, or grim cat hoodie. Oh, you mean like the are the Hot Topic ones? The Hot Topic clothes? Because I actually like the some of the clothes. I was like, funny enough, I'm not a fan of the PNG that they keep slapping of the house wardens. I think if they removed that PNG picture, I would be like way more into most of the merch. But I do like the Night Raven College cardigan. I think that's nice. I feel like if I were to get any of those Hot Topic clothes, I'm personally into the cardigan than for Night Raven College. The Grim hoodie is cute though, I have to admit. It looks very comfy. Yeah, oh yeah, and you Lettermans. I was thinking of the cardigan more. From where I live, it doesn't get too cold. Yeah, I like the cardigan. I feel like the pajama pants maybe, because I feel like I could use more pajama pants, so I wouldn't mind the twist pajama pants. But I have to check the prices again. I think they're pretty. They were pretty steep for Canadian pricing. I think, but yeah, I was like, I liked definitely the cardigan the most, and then I liked the Grim hoodie. The jacket was kind of neat, but again, I'm not fond of that. Oh, the big PNG of the house wardens' faces. Even the bag. I would have liked without the image on it. Final evolution reveals blue. Oh, for ballerinas. Yeah, ballerinas wear tutu. But speaking of ballerinas, there is a for Genshin. I know they have a ballerina character that they're going to put in for the Snezhnaya region. Yeah, can I get a summary of the demo? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, let me jog my memory. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me jog my memory. So, Dearest Darling Dragon. So basically, in this game, we are broke ass person who we recently got our Divine Beast Handler certificate. So basically, a Divine Beast Handler is essentially it's like a kindergarten or daycare for like baby divine beasts before they turn into humanoids, essentially. So we were job hunting, and eventually we finally get a job at Princess Petra's Academy for was a young divine beast. So we finally get hired working at this place where we encounter our co-worker, our first bachelor, I guess, the co-worker Lanny, and then we get introduced to the other our other staff members. So then the game kind of is like a bit of stat raising. So we start off with like a little divine beast, and then we put them through a lesson for a week, where depending on their stats, they can grow up to be a delinquent or a bookworm before they head off to humanoid school. We're the caretaker babysitter. Yeah, we're basically like a kindergarten like daycare worker, essentially, like an early educator. And then so we go through the first week of work, that's all good, and then at some point we encounter this actually let me show you. That's a co-worker, Lanny. So Lanny is like, he's kind of a jerk, but he clearly has a chip on his shoulder. So he's one of the guys. And then one day after work, we basically end up encountering one of this guy that's like bleeding on the ground. He turns out to be like, his name's Eva. He's some dragon guy that was supposed to be like our accountant at the academy. And so if you choose to help him, then we get this sequence of events where we help him, and like we either bring him to the school or our house and we patch him up. And for whatever reason, the guy decides that he is going to leave like an egg behind. So I don't know why. So I don't know where this egg came from. I think he like pooped out the egg, and then he like abandoned this egg in the middle of the school, like the academy, basically being like, please take care of my egg. So we ended up being like a single egg mom trying to raise this like egg. And the demo end, like we go through 1 week of putting this egg through classes. Yes, this egg can go through classes, and we're like raising it, and then the demo ends from there. So there's a lot of unanswered questions. So there's a lot of questions, basically. So apparently the full game you're gonna be able to date the bachelors. So our co-worker Lanny, the dragon guy with his egg, I suppose, and this other handsome mysterious fellow that helped save us from thugs. So they're the choices. But yeah, essentially it is the gameplay comes from help like raising divine beasts, and I guess raising this egg too. We haven't seen it hatch. No idea what it looks like on the inside. Oh my god, the PJ pants, yeah. Well, pooped the egg. He laid it. Yeah, we have no clue. I don't know if he laid this egg or the egg just apparated out of nowhere. I don't know where he got this egg from, to be honest. So I assume it came from him. Both PJ bottoms. Pick cardigan and PJ bottoms. I enjoy Hot Topic awards. Yeah, I know. I feel like I would get the PJ bottoms for comfort at home, but the cardigan for nice fall outfit. Made my profile you're a wee teenager and shopped it regularly. Actually, I don't even know if I have Hot Topic rewards. I may have bought 1 or 2 things, but I don't actually shop at Hot Topic that much. The egg kind of reminds me of Digimon or Pokemon egg. Oh yeah, Shugochara, yeah. And like, to be honest, the Divine Beast kind of look like Pokemon. I'm like, are we sure this isn't Pokemon? Because they look like Pokemon to me. Like, that looks like a Pokemon. Very expensive these days. Yeah, kind of are. Oh my god, Shugochara. I used to watch a lot of I think I basically watched the entire Shugochara anime ages ago. I kind of miss it. It was a fun little series. I liked it, Shugochara. I still remember like the opening and ending songs, even the insert songs. Okay, you can end the stream now. Go and have dinner. Okay. Well, it's great to see you drop by. I hope you have a good dinner, Emerald, and also rest up well after your shift. I mean, same goes to you as well, Medic, for a day of work. Yeah, I'm gonna call it night just since we finished the demo, but it was great chatting with you two as always. I finished the Shugochara anime as well since I was a kid. Yeah, I missed it. Being able to watch 100 episodes of an anime, I miss those days. Don't let the Valko anti to Ikuto. You liked Almost Balcony. Oh my god, so many! If you were to look at previous Shoujo animes or series, so many of those male characters would have gotten cancelled. Thanks, I have more days off now. That's good! Enjoy them! But yeah, take care everyone. Hope you have a good night. I'll see you all hopefully next week. And until then, go amigo. Clocking out for the night. I hope you all have good dreams of hopefully not taking care of dragon eggs. Until then, bye bye everyone.